And I just.
Good morning, Warren First 39ers. I'm your host of the show, Kelly Walker Slaughter, alongside.
I'm your neighbor, Brian Carr, from up the road.
And we are live at the Magness Library. This is very fitting, as I do need to speak a little bit softer today because we are in the library, and I feel like you have to have a certain decorum. I'm normally a loud person.
Well, listen, libraries have changed a lot in the last so many years, because what you can't see, and behind us, there's a whole row of computers, and the spacing here. And guys, Warren County has one of the prettiest libraries in the country. This is beautiful here. So we're here at the Magness Library. Our good friends have allowed us to come in here and be right here in front of one of the most iconic places in McMinnville. This beautiful fireplace where lots of people get their prom pictures, Christmas pictures, all kinds of pictures taken. Someday I want to get my picture taken here.
You should.
No.
I'm surprised you haven't.
Me too. But I love this place, especially during Christmas, because Mr. Brad and the whole team make it so beautiful. But it's such a wonderful place, and such an honor to be here at this wonderful, I call it kind of a sacred location here in Warren County.
Well, with that said, that's a husband one. With that said, we have so much on the show today. We're going to have Justin Matt Campbell on the show with us. I know him as Matt. We're going to have Marissa on with us this morning.
Marissa's running the show here for the library, so we're going to have her on in just a moment, because there's so many exciting things that are going on here at the library, especially for you and your children this summer.
And I do want to say a shout out before we get to a quick word from our sponsors. Thank you to each and every one of you guys yesterday that really took an interest in the newspaper. The Local Voice went from a newsletter to a newspaper officially yesterday. So after talking with everybody, me and Brian were going back and forth on some other stuff, so I didn't get to say it. But for now, if you guys want to get a newspaper this week, get it while you can. I'm going to get 30 more copies. I've already printed over 110 copies, and more than half are gone. And people are calling, like Jay's Restaurant, Prater's, a few other places I got to go by today to give more copies of, because people want them.
And to the young lady who went into Gateway Tire this morning, not looking for tire service, but looking for my apologies, I just missed you. But
but we only made 80 copies yesterday, and so I had to make some more, and I'm going to be putting them out now. Starting next week with our with the Local Voice newsletter, we're going to do the honor system. I'm going to trust you on it. We are still going to be distributing our newspapers, but there's going to be either a mason jar or a money box of some sort near each place to distribute them. And it's the honor system. It's going to be $2 for a newsletter, because they're not, the more they be popular, I'm going to have to, inquire some costs.
It costs money. First off, it costs money to print them off. That's the first thing.
It does.
Not the time, not the countless hours it takes to put them all together and assimilate all the information, make sure we use the spell check and everything. But to make them, and then because these are special. These are not folded over. These are stapled.
These are stapled. It's a little different than your normal everyday newspaper. I was trying to figure out an easy, simple way that people can still have their feel. But with that said, starting next week, the honor system, you can give me $2 donation in the jar or the bucket or the money placement. And then we are working on a way of how can we deliver it to your home. That is we're still discussing that and moving forward. We had a lot of inquiries about it yesterday. We just need to know if the need is there. And if I don't have 20, after talking with people that have done delivery services, like in the Nashville and Cookeville area, I spoke with them yesterday, the way that they charge it, I need at least 20 to 50 subscribers to even make it worth one delivery driver's money. So if you are interested in a delivery service that is not yet ready, but maybe sometime we'll might start it in June is my goal. But we need to know if you're interested. I need you to text the keyword delivery to 931-305-0869. That's not putting you in the text club or anything. It's just letting me know interest. And that's just going to be the easiest way. So text the keyword delivery to 931-305-0869.
Hey guys, we're going to go to break here in just a moment. But hey, Whitley Stewart, thank you so much for getting your news from us. And Miss Ladisa Young, I love that you guys are in print. I'll be picking up my copy soon. Thank you so much. Guys, thank you for the support. Give us comments. Let us know if you guys have any thoughts, ideas, or anything. And if you're not.
Or if you have a story you want to put in the paper, because like we say, it's your stories, it's your opinions, your events. You can write your own thing. Like I just got from First Sergeant Tim Howard, the press release for our new champs from yesterday. If you missed that interview.
New national
champions. The fitness team for JRTC. We're going to be doing a follow-up story in our upcoming thing. And thanks, Tim, for sending us that media release. I'm just going to put that right into the newsletter.
That's awesome.
So our newspaper. It's going to be hard starting to say that. But with that said, stick around. We're going to get a quick word from our sponsors. And then Marissa's going to come in and tell us about the awesome program that's happening this summer at the Magness Library. And remember, Warren County,
keep it first.
Service at a fair price. That was his motto then, and that still stands today. We promise to be upfront and honest with each and every customer. We'll never try to sell something that our customers doesn't need just to make a buck. If that's well, we're just fine with that. Come see us today or give us a call at 931-815-9000.
Come join us at 110 East Main Street for a farm-to-table experience all year long. We offer gluten-free, dairy-free, guilt-free goodness that will leave you feeling energized and satisfied with every bite. Our small batch from-scratch menu bursts with juice, shots, smoothies, soups, wraps, and sandwiches, and more prepared daily to give you all the nutrients your body craves. We never add powder, sugars, or anything you can't pronounce, so don't miss out on this delicious, healthy opportunity. Swing by and indulge in some wholesome goodness today at 110 East Main Street, McMinnville, Tennessee.
Community Network Productions takes you inside each community with local interest stories, local music artists, and information.
With each show, the focus is the people and our beautiful community. With our creative team, we customize unique show ideas with our friends in the community. Our focus is you.
See each of our shows on all social media, including Facebook, Instagram, and at our website at www.communitytvtn.com.
Hey, this is Kevel at the Cafe at Tree City, and I'm happy to say that you can now order all of your favorite espresso drinks online for pickup or curbside delivery. And you can do that by getting on Google, searching the Cafe at Tree City and just clicking online order, or follow our social channels and click on the link in our profile. Come enjoy a drink with us inside for pickup or to go. Hope to see you all soon. Thanks.
Warren First 931 is your one stop for all things local and all the time. Daily podcast you can listen, watch, comment, and help share through Spotify, Apple, Amazon, Audible, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Make sure you join our text club at 81010 at Warren First 931. You will receive upcoming events, weather alerts, school closures, county and city updates. Make sure to subscribe to our weekly newsletter, The Local Voice. It has everything that I talk about on the show, as well as the events we attend throughout the week. Your stories, your opinions, and your events. This is Warren First 931.
Are you
you ready for your new Ford? Hi, this is Chris at Reddick Brown Ford in Morrison, inviting you to come and visit our dealership with special finance rates on that special Ford truck, Bronco, or SUV that you have been looking for. Plus a great assortment of pre-owned inventory. We are proud to be part of the local community here in Warren County and now offer complimentary pickup and delivery for service. Your Pioneer Sports Ford headquarters, Reddick Brown Ford, Manchester Highway, Morrison. Have you driven a Ford lately?
All right, welcome back, Warren First 39. I'm Kelly Walker Slaughter, your host of the show, alongside
Mr. Brian from up the road.
And then we have, like we promised, Miss Marissa here at the library. But first and foremost, we want to say thanks to Reddick Brown Ford for being our community weather sponsors. And today, guys, the weather forecast for downtown McMinnville is 68 degrees. It's going to be thunderstorms are going to be expected around 6 p.m. tonight. Wind gusts are going to be up to 10 miles per hour. So just like always, weather with Walker will be probably hot and heavy tonight. So don't take his full word, though, because sometimes he gets a little extra.
What? Where would he get that from?
I don't know. I have no clue. But with that said, weather with Walker will be going hot and heavy tonight. But if not, I will always suggest our Upper Cumberland man, Mr. Anthony.
Yes.
He does a phenomenal job, and we watch him I watch him. I can't say we. I almost watch him every day to see what the weather forecast is because he is so spot on, and he's informative, and he's transparent, and he's educational, man.
What I love about him is that he's local, and one of the nice things about the local stuff is sometimes it depends on what's going on network TV as to how big the coverage is.
Yeah.
And if it's happening here in Warren County, a lot of times, if it's just here and not in Nashville, we don't get as much play.
Yeah.
But I used to have satellite TV, and so whenever we'd have weather roll in, my satellite TV would be the Fritz.
Yeah.
So having something online that's local, that's always there, so I can catch it on my cell phone, catch it on my internet or
tablet anywhere.
Yeah, just anyway. That really helped out a lot because you can't carry the TV around with you, but I can run with my phone down to the basement and protect myself.
Yeah, exactly, guys. And so with that said, today's high is going to be 77. Tonight's low will be 58. And there is a 60% chance of rain and thunderstorms. And, I mean, if you look outside, I mean, when I came in this morning, it's not cleared up yet. I'm hoping for some clear days soon. But if it's not today, I will say this to Mother Nature. If you need a thunderstorm today, you can. Because Mama needs a break.
It's still May.
It's still May. But with that, take it away, Brian. Introduce our guest.
So I'm going to let her introduce herself because I just know her as Miss Marissa, the all-seeing eye of the library right now, and she knows all kinds of information. And look, I came in here. Normally, this is Juicy Thursday.
It is,
but Juicy's is
on vacation,
and so I thought, why don't we? This to me, I love this place. This is one of my favorite spots to come to. And when my children were much younger, we came here all the time. Now that they've grown a little older, and we've got a pretty good library at the middle school, and they do check out a lot of books there, and they're big into all kinds of different genres of stuff. But I thought, hey, wouldn't it be awesome if we come down here and if we can get right here in front of this awesome place? And Miss Marissa was here, and she said, sure, what this is for the community. And I thought, well, we're for the community too. What a partnership. People need to know what's going on. So Marissa, tell these people who you are and what you do.
Hi, my name's Marissa Chapman, and I'm the assistant director. That basically means I kind of do a little bit of everything from program planning to what is the word I'm looking for? Actually doing the programs.
Activities.
Yes, the activities and everything, to helping with computers and anything and everything in between with all the paperwork involved.
Yeah. And so what are some activities that go on throughout the entire year?
So throughout the year, for what I call our littles, which is our 0 to 5-ish ages, we have story time twice a week. On Wednesdays and Thursdays at 10 a.m. And there's no signups needed for that. You can just show up and drop in. And let's see, we have an adult crafting class once a month.
Okay.
That's 18 plus on a Saturday at 1 p.m. We have movies randomly throughout the year. We try to do more during school breaks and stuff for people to have, something to do during the cold times, especially.
Y'all done origami?
We've done origami. We are currently taking a break from origami because summer reading's about to kick up. And yes,
talk about summer reading.
So summer reading,
that's a big one.
Yes. So we have signups May the 12th from 4 to 7 in the children's room.
Okay.
And then we have a theme the whole year, and our theme this year is Color Our World.
Oh, that's
yes!
so
I'm so excited about it. We plan these 2-3 years in advance, so I've been waiting for this year for a little while. Okay. So it's all going to be arts and crafts, all colors. You can now.
We're going to literally color the world.
We're going to color the world. Right now, we're in the process of putting up decorations, and one of those is we're painting the windows in the children's room.
Oh my gosh.
So everyone needs to come by and see that. Miss Kaylee, our children's librarian, has done an amazing job with it.
Yeah.
And all summer we're going to be working with yarn. It has everything to do with photography, so we're encouraging people to take pictures. We're encouraging people to just be outside and play with sidewalk chalk and go see movies, because cinema is part of art.
Yes, it is.
TV is part of art. Yeah. So we're encouraging anything like that. I don't know. We're just going to have a really, really fun time.
I think it's going to be awesome.
Yes, it's going to be 8 weeks long. One of those weeks is a party week. Okay. And the first week for our kickoff, we're actually having a magician come in.
Oh, wow.
And it is going to be our very first performer since COVID. So I'm super excited.
That's great.
Yes, he is going to be awesome. I've seen a few videos, and I think he'll really connect with the kids.
And then another thing I want to know, is there a limit on the summer reading?
So, yes, there is a limit, mainly because we only have so much space. And so for the little kids, we're doing, again, Wednesdays and Thursdays at 10. And the limit's going to be a total of 25 kids per day. And then for the big kids, which is about 6 to 11-ish, we don't like putting a definite on there, because there are some 12 and 13-year-olds who want to come. Right. And, as they get into teenage years, they don't necessarily want to all the time. But we'll still have them pop in.
Right.
But we're doing about 40 kids. Yeah. Kids. And they're going to be on Wednesdays at 11 a.m. And then Fridays, we're going to have movies that are open to anybody.
Okay. And if anybody needs to come and register for that, can they go online? Do they come in here?
They can. We're going to do an in-person one first. And then after that, if we have available space, people can just message the library, or if they know my contact, they can just contact me.
And if they don't know the library's contact, what's the number?
Yes, it is 931-473-2428, and you can ask for Marissa or Kaylee.
Okay. Anything else before we let you go?
I think that's about it, other than we hope everybody has a good time and they like reading and coming in and enjoying everything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, just like everybody's saying, good morning to Jamie Jacob. And Lanisa said, love this. The Magness Summer Reading Program is wonderful.
Thank you.
And then Lanisa said, it's so thankful it's back up and running at full speed since the pandemic.
Yes.
So again, everything takes time to refresh, recharge, restart. Nothing wrong with that. But guys, when we come back from our break, we're going to have Justin Matt Campbell come on here and talk to us a little bit more about the stuff that he does here at the Magness Library and all the programs that he's a part of. But remember, Warren County,
keep it first.
Place their trust in us. McMinnville in Warren County is just one of the 9 counties that we serve. With 4 convenient branch locations, along with 7 ATM and ITM locations, you can be assured that Citizens Tri-County Bank is close by. Committed to you and committed to the communities we serve. It truly is what makes Citizens Tri-County Bank the only community bank you will ever need. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
February is the month of delicious deals at Sonic Drive-In in McMinnville. Get ready to treat yourselves. Starting February the 24th, cool down with their delicious, refreshing strawberry mangonada slush. Perfect for those sunny days. Start your day right with our special drink offer until 10 a.m. Make Sonic your rise and shine morning destination. So many flavors to choose from. And remember, we've got the best sun drop in town. Dive into these amazing deals this February at Sonic Drive-In.
This is David Moore with Supreme Building Products. We've been your one-stop shopping center for lumber and building supplies since 1963. We're a family-owned business and operated and proudly served Warren counties for over 50 years. At Supreme, it's not just about great prices, but it's about exceptional service. Our customers are what's always supreme. From lumber to roofing to plumbing and paint, we have everything you need to build your dream home from the ground up. Whether you're a contractor or homeowner or a weekend warrior, our knowledgeable staff is ready to assist you at our state-of-the-art drive-through lumberyard. Visit us, please, at the corner of Highway 70 and North Spring Street. There's something for everyone at Supreme Building Products, where quality and customers come first, and the coffee's always free. And always be sure to shop local. Call us, please, at 473-9564.
Spring is here, and so are your yard care needs. Visit McMinnville Lawn and Garden at 129 Keel Drive, where we've been serving our community since 1995. With a rock-solid reputation for excellent service, our dedicated team is here to help you find the best lawnmowers, leaf blowers, chainsaws, weed eaters, and more. We proudly carry top brands like Echo, Stihl, Shindala, Gravely, Cub Cadet, and Skag. Take advantage of our early spring service, free pickup, and a discount on service. Plus, from chainsaws to gardening tools, we've got you covered for storm season. Trust the experts at McMinnville Lawn and Garden, where quality and customer satisfaction come first. Call us today at 815-5296.
Hey, this is Kevel at the Cafe at Tree City, and I'm happy to say that you can now order all of your favorite espresso drinks online for pickup or curbside delivery. And you can do that by getting on Google, searching the Cafe at Tree City and just clicking online order, or follow our social channels and click on the link in our profile. Come enjoy a drink with us inside for pickup or to go. Hope to see you all soon. Thanks.
Welcome back, Warren First 39. I'm Kelly Walker Slaughter, the host of the show.
And I'm your deliberate literate today, Brian Carr here at the Magness Library. But we are with my good friend. Tell them who you are, sir.
This is Matt Campbell. Morning, everybody. Hope you're all well this morning.
And I'm so thankful that you're on the show with us this morning, Matt. I really appreciate you coming
Thank
in
you,
and taking the time with us. So real quickly, while we got you, let's just do a quick follow-up. How awesome was the Writers' Conference?
The Writers' Conference was a huge success. We had an increase in turnout compared to last year. Okay. And in terms of profit, everyone who attended was very pleased. I've been asked to take this opportunity to thank some of our folks who helped us with excuse me. You're fine. Who helped us with getting the word out. Plenty Downtown Bookshop in Cookeville, Chapters and Dice, just down the road here in McMinnville, just before you cross Franklin Point Bridge, going toward Viola or Morrison, depending on which way you turn. And Everscape, which is a comic book shop in Manchester, they helped out with getting the word out. Magness Library here did tremendous work in publicizing the Writers' Conference and handing out promotional bookmarks to everyone who came in. And we wanted to take a special opportunity to thank Tops for catering our event. Everyone who attended was very pleased with the work Tops put into feeding everyone, down to a personalized bag with everyone's food in it with thank you notes on the bag.
Oh, I love that. Matt and Anna do such a great job.
Yes,
they really do.
Shout out to Tops, one of our sponsors that we love. And what soup are they? Today's Thursday.
Today is Thursday.
Cheesy chicken enchilada.
Chicken enchilada.
Oh, that's always a good one.
It's Thursday, not Tuesday.
Yes.
Did you say chicken enchilada? Did you say
cheesy chicken enchilada is Thursday?
Oh, it's Thursday. Is Santa Fe on Tuesday?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so yeah, you
listen,
know.
I'm telling you,
Friday is my favorite soup day. It's is it tortellini?
I believe so.
The cheesy Parmesan.
When is broccoli and cheese day? Because that
is on Mondays.
Oh, Mondays. Okay, well, that's why I gotta get that in.
No. Mondays is loaded soup days. Wednesdays.
So it's gotta be Tuesday.
Soup.
No, Tuesday Santa Fe.
Oh, golly, Brian. We're gonna make a list of
Tuesdays
these.
and Thursdays, I do not do the soup because it's too spicy for moi.
Yeah, Kelly's not a spice fan.
No, I'm not.
But speaking of, I think Matt also works at Cumberland Biscuit.
That's true. This month will make 4 years I've been there.
Aww.
Congratulations.
Awesome. And you love working there.
I really do. I get along well with everyone. Everyone gets along well with me. Didn't have any complaints from the regulars. It really is. It's a great work environment for anyone. And we are looking for people at the moment. We are looking for servers and backstage and back of house crew, cook staff.
Oh, well, there you go. Look.
Okay. So on top of all the things that Matt does, he is a very skilled actor, and he has been in several Warren Arts productions. And the last one was The Crucible. And to memorize these lines like he did, and one of the things we talked about is that you get into the character, and then after the show, there's kind of a letdown, a kind of a melancholy kind of sadness as you get so into the character and everything. So if you ever get the chance to watch Matt on stage, you're going to get the real deal. You're going to get the true character, because that's one of the great things about this man. He reads so much, and he's so critical with the details that he gives you all the effort. And so we're just talking about having Matt do some critiques for us and letting us know about things that he's been doing. But on top of that, he always tells me about things that are going on.
He does.
Hey, and this is my guy, my comic guy. He's always doing so many nice things for me and my family. But he was telling me about this free comic day. And Matt, will you tell us about it? It's already happened. I apologize.
Yeah, it already happened, and he did send it to us in case he needs it.
Well, Free Comic Book Day is an event that's put on by many publishers and a distributor called Diamond. It's been going on since 2002, the year the first live-action Spider-Man movie was released theatrically. It's typically the first Saturday in May, with a follow-up event in October that put on by several different publishers. I know Marvel has an event called Trick or Read that they put out special editions for. Several other publishers put out as well. That's, again, in October, typically timed in time for Halloween. If anyone's interested in following up with anything like that, the nearest shops to McMinnville are a shop in Manchester called Everscape, which is on the town square in Manchester, just around the corner from Tolliver's Pond. There's also Mountaintop Comics and Cards, which is in Cookville, kind of on the edge of town going into Cookville from McMinnville. And if you want to go to Murfreesboro, you've got your choice of shops, and that there's Outer Limits, Great Escape, and Grand Adventure.
Oh, wow. It's just so many things to do.
And Matt, so on top of comics and everything, he reads all kinds of, from graphic novels to the, just written word. But he shared with me one of the things, and this will be upcoming because this is what we've been told from Marvel. Tell me about the newest read that you got here the other day, the one you sent me the picture of.
Well, to tell the truth, I'll forget. You have
MF Doom.
Oh, that is actually not Marvel. That is someone who was inspired by Marvel Comics. That is a biography of the late rapper MF Doom. His real name is Dennis Jamil. He passed on several years ago due to some health complications. He was an underground rapper, and there was a recent biography written of him that came out late last year at some point, and I picked that up recently at Books A Million in Murfreesboro. I went there this past weekend with a friend. And I'm looking forward to getting into that.
Okay, so he sent me the picture, and I saw MF Doom. And from my background with music, I remember Gnarls Barkley and the guy Brian, and I can't remember what his name was.
Brian Burton. He produced. He produced an album with MF Doom. That album is called Danger Doom, The Mouse and the Mask. Kind of a concept album centered around the early Adult Swim lineup of shows like Space Ghost, Coast to Coast, Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Oh, Aqua Teen Hunger Force is to die for alone. Listen, when your Happy Meal becomes superheroes, I'm sold.
I love it. But no, so I was thinking, oh man, this is coming, and I forgot. they use Dr. Doom's likeness or the image of Dr. Doom on their stuff for MFU.
They did.
But so I'm thinking Marvel movies and things like that, and it's about the rapper. Oh, okay. So again, so many different things with Matt. So Matt, what? Okay, so a lot of people may not know he's also published a book.
He's a published author.
Yeah.
Well, published poet. If I could cycle back to the writers' conference that Kelly mentioned that happened this past weekend, that was at Central Church of Christ downtown, across the street from the post office. We very much want to thank Central for offering their facilities as a venue. We had 7 local authors signing everything from fantasy to historical fiction to my own personal poetry collection to romance novels, kind of light romance comedy novels. Just all sorts of local authors. There's very much a local author scene here in the area. And even just down the road a piece, there's a nationally recognized literary magazine in the Swanee Review, which is produced by the University of the South. And their submission window for the spring 2026 issue opens up on between July 1st and the 31st. I plan on submitting several original poems. Now I'm not sure about interest fee. I haven't looked that deeply into it yet. However, the prize, if your work is accepted for publication, is $1,000 plus publication in the spring 2026 issue. However, everyone who submits will be given a free 1-year subscription to the Swanee Review.
Oh, well, that's awesome.
Nice.
And then if you get selected, you get rewarded.
Yes, your work is published and you're given $1,000.
That's awesome.
Back to the writers' conference, because I will tell you, I got to come, and I wish I would have been there earlier in the day to get to watch and see what they were talking about. But I met some of the authors. One of the ladies that I fell in love with is Miss Elizabeth Hocker, and she was showing me when I looked at her books, because they were selling their books and doing signings at the end of the conference. She wrote about the early church fathers, Polycarp, yeah. And if you oh man, the story of Polycarp is incredible, but he was one of the early church fathers who studied under John, the Apostle John, also known as John the Beloved. Yeah. And so really cool that she went in and she said, I just started writing and I had 9 pages and I couldn't stop. And so she's written 7 books on Polycarp and Ignatius and a lot of the early church fathers. Yeah. But that's such exciting stuff. And just to get to meet her and to find these people have so much substance. Mm-hmm. They're so deep. And then just to be able to give their time and come to something like this to encourage more people. Yeah, they may sell some books or anything, but what they're doing for the people here that get to go to these things is kind of transformative in the sense that they go from being, some person that wrote a little ditty on a napkin or something into published author here. And so Matt, thank you so much, you and Miss Joe, for getting that going.
You're welcome. And I'd like to thank y'all for having us. Y'all for helping get the word out. Central Church of Christ for letting us use their facility, and our authors, our professionally published authors who spoke at the conference, Miss Janice Lynn, who's just down the road a piece in Manchester, and Miss Nancy Nagel, who is nationally published. Both have had films based on their work for Hallmark and Fox Nation. And Miss Nagel had a new release come out last week that is a follow-up to her book, The Shell Collector. And I'm looking forward to reading that as well. Thank you.
So before we cut to break, I want you to talk about some of the things you do here at the library. Y'all meet, is it once a week, once a month upstairs?
The writers conference was sponsored by a writers group called Prologue that meets here at the library on the first Saturday of every month from 10 to 11, sometimes running a bit over. Again, that's the first Saturday of every month. Our most recent meeting was this past weekend, May 3rd, and we'll be meeting again on the first Saturday in June.
Okay. And then what do you do, like, when you get there? What is the point of the group?
Some of us do readings. We catch up for a few minutes, talk about what we're working on. Some of us do readings from each other's works. We critique each other's work. Yeah. Talk about things we're working on at the moment. And sometimes at the end, our group lead, Miss Joe Cook, will provide a writing prompt to work on for the next month.
Oh, like a little writing assignment. Is that what, kind of like a creative writing assignment?
Yes.
Yeah, that's I love that. Is there anything that people, because I feel like you know the ins and outs when it comes to this library, the Magness Library. Is there like a fun fact you want to tell everybody before we cut to break?
I don't know about a fun fact. The building itself, most of the building itself is approximately 130, 140 years old. Dates back to the late 1800s.
Okay.
The building itself, its roots as a library, began as a way station for people coming in, a place for ladies to rest, place for ladies and children to rest while their husbands did business. And then how it began as a library was just not necessarily boring, but there was very little for the ladies and children to do. So the wife of the owner of the building decided to put some books in, and that's how it began as a lending library.
Wow, I love that. That's really neat.
And just, if I could, I'm sorry to interrupt.
No, you're not. Go for it, man.
We have a retired pastor here in town who has pastored in a lot of bigger cities, and he said that compared to some of the bigger cities he has pastored in, Magness Library is the most beautiful facility he has been in. And something else, a lot of people have said that Magness provides more services on fewer resources than libraries in bigger cities with a bigger tax base, and so more resources to draw from. Magness does a lot for this community.
They do. Yeah, it's another, the people that are in this building, the building itself, it's a mover and shaker.
Oh, yeah. It changes the atmosphere of the whole the community. Well, hey, after we come back from break, I would like Matt to tell us a little bit about the internet and Libby and some more things, because I want to know about this Chapters and Dice group. There's all kinds of things I want to pick his brain about here. And as
Matt's
you can see,
like, I shouldn't have come.
No, we're going to have Matt in like once a month at least, or even more, because he knows so much about what's going on. His ear is to the ground as far as what's going on here in the community.
He knows more than y'all think.
Oh my goodness, man! He's got this. You ask him anything, he's got a mind like a steel trap. He's going to be able to dig it out. So we love Matt. We're appreciative of him. But hey, guys, make sure to come back after the break. We're going to talk more, and we're going to talk about a ton of events going on this weekend too. We got to let everybody know. But hey, guys, remember, keep it first. 76. At our coffee, we pour love into every cup of coffee we serve. Welcome to our coffee drive-thru, located at 601 Bushville Highway, McMinnville.
Don't know what to eat? Have you tried Cumberland Biscuit Company or Tops Frozen Yogurt and Metro Deli? Down on Main, you can enjoy pizzas and sandwiches, weekly combo specials, soups, salads, and finish it up with Tops Frozen Treats. On the weekends, check out Cumberland Biscuit Company's unique dishes like the Twisted Goat Burger or the Bambushka Burger. For lunch or dinner, get the experience of going out of town right here in McMinnville, down on Main. Follow Tops and Cumberland Biscuit Company on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
When you need help with your medical needs, who are you going to call? At Stacy's Wellness Pharmacy, you're not just a number, you're a part of our community. When you call Stacy's Wellness Pharmacy, you'll get a live person to help answer your medical questions. In a hurry? Try our convenient drive-thru. Not able to get out? We offer free delivery within the city limits. Stacy specializes in Mr. Stewart's over-the-counter and prescription cough syrups. Need to transfer your prescriptions? It's no trouble to transfer to Stacy's, where people care and wellness matters. Stacy's Wellness Pharmacy is located at 485 North Chancery Street, or give them a call at 474-0600.
It's the perfect time for planting. Visit Randwalker Farms at 8240 Manchester Highway in Morrison, Tennessee. From fresh plants to seasonal favorites, we have everything you need to beautify your home or project this fall. Available for both retail and wholesale. Looking for something sweet? Don't miss out on our delicious frozen blueberries. Stop by and see us 6 days a week, Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturday from 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. For more information, call 931-635-9535 or email rwalkerfarms@benlomond.net.
Craving the best barbecue in the South? Look no further than Prater's Barbecue in Morrison. Whether you're dining in or taking out, we've got something for everyone.
From our mouth-watering brisket, baby back ribs, juicy ribeye steaks, specialty sandwiches, and fried chicken tenders, your taste buds are in for a treat.
Don't forget our weekly specials. Monday, spaghetti or hamburger steak. Tuesday, meatloaf or barbecue chicken pork. Wednesday, pork loin or Salisbury steak. Thursday, smoked chicken halves or country fried steak. Friday, fried catfish or Cajun catfish on rice.
Whether you're feeding hundreds at a company picnic or meeting a friend for lunch, you can count on Praters to satisfy your taste buds.
Call us at 635-2259 and taste the tradition at Prater's Barbecue. 30 years of excellence.
Hey, this is Kevel at the Cafe at Tree City, and I'm happy to say that you can now order all of your favorite espresso drinks online for pickup or curbside delivery. And you can do that by getting on Google, searching the Cafe at Tree City and just clicking online order, or follow our social channels and click on the link in our profile. Come enjoy a drink with us inside for pickup or to go. Hope to see you all soon. Thanks.
Welcome back, Warren First 3 Niners. I'm your host of the show, Kelly Walker Slaughter.
And I'm your neighbor up the road, Brian.
I'm Matt Campbell. How are y'all this morning?
Yes.
But with that said, thanks again to Tree City Inn partnering up with us, because, of course, they have the well, which is phenomenal. But at the cafe this week, because this is Mother's Day weekend, do not forget that they're going to be doing a BOGO offer, the share a cup of coffee with your mom. It says buy any espresso drink or drip coffee and get a second one for free of equal or lesser value. And so, again, thanks to them for that. I also want to give some shout-out love. Brian always does a great job talking about these guys, Walker's Minor Roadside, and, tell them about the number, man. You have the best way.
This is such an easy number to remember. All right, so you need this in your phone, so go ahead and pull out your phone right now and get to your contacts. I'll give you just a second here while you're getting that in, but you got to remember this number, 423. That's the Chattanooga area code. Now, the next 3 numbers is 615. That's the Nashville area code. Is. So everything between Chattanooga and Nashville.
Yep.
Just remember the date, 1937.
Mm-hmm.
In 1937, we were able to pull out of the Great Depression. It was the year that Germany launched the Blitzkrieg against Poland.
Take it over, Matt. Take it over, Matt. Take it over.
No.
Take it over, Matt.
423-615-1937. That is your number to get in touch with Walker's Minor Roadside Repair. They're going to get you up and running. And guys, if you're in a pinch in the greater Warren County area.
If your car's locked, if you tire's flat, again, it all starts at $50 with a Warren County residential fee. They do have a discount for the veterans discount. And don't forget, use what code, Brian?
Kelly, Kelly, Kelly. Why? Because she's Kelly. Sorry, Woody Harrelson. Thank you.
You always got to say the
Cheers,
same
the
song.
Bullfinch Pub out in Boston. Wonderful place where everybody knows your name. And that's
true. It's true.
The library. Norm, Matt, Justin, Kelly.
Well, as we've been doing the live reads, and you can be a part of the live read as well, we have a new one to start saying this throughout this month of May. T&Z Rental and Removal. Shout out to Zach Fulton and them. Again, they do everything from junk removal, trailer rentals, property cleanouts, commercial and residential.
Yeah.
They also, if you want to give Tyler or Zach a call, you can call Zach at 743-9079 or Tyler at 931-224-8593. You can find them on Facebook. It's T&Z Rental and Removal.
All right.
And so make sure you check them out. You can't miss it. But they are saying to push this real good because we always will do residential clients, but we would love to branch out, do more commercial jobs like apartment complexes, realtors. We work with some realtors here, but we would love to target more of that audience that is a part of here at Warner First. So if you know anybody that needs help with any type of removal or rental repair, call them and they will hook you guys up. So I want to say thanks to them for joining the Warren First team.
All right.
But with that said, so what were you going to ask, Matt?
Well, okay, so I keep seeing these things online about chapters and dice. Is that what it is?
Chapters and Dice, yes. Chapters and Dice is a Excuse me.
You're fine.
Chapters and Dice is a new bookstore here in town just before you cross Frank G. Clement Bridge. They're in the same shopping plaza as the Nilo's food truck. They're the and the candy shop. The lady who has the confectionery shop there and the clean machine. Ooh, thank you.
You can keep your water here, Matt. You're part of the crew. Yeah. Give us some love.
Yes.
It's owned by the family of Miss Elizabeth Watts, who is there most hours along with her adorable infant son. Chapters and Dice is closed on Sundays and Wednesdays. However, the rest of the week they're open between about 11 and 6. They're primarily a used bookstore in terms of their in stocks. However, I know they do stock some local authors. They have several copies of my poetry collection, and they are able to do custom orders for anyone who asks, provided it's either in print or in stock with their distributor.
And by the way, before I forget to say, Whitley Stewart says hi.
Oh, please tell Whitley I said hello.
Oh, you just did.
Oh, hi, Whitley.
I love it. I love it.
And then shout out to Miss Tina from Our Coffee. I'm coming out there today to make sure you get your newsletters as well, because I had to get more, Miss Tina. They're running out like hotcakes. Or I should say a hot cup of coffee.
Yes, that would be really good. One of her special hot things for you, Kelly.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm just noticing that Brian has laptops at the Chapters and Dice Facebook page. Chapters and Dice does have a small gaming room set aside for tabletop role-playing games or card games, things like Magic the Gathering, Dungeons and Dragons, and the like. They have a small room set aside there. There's a small rental fee per hour for that. However, if anyone were to want to book that for a game night, they would be free to do so, provided it isn't already booked.
Okay.
That's awesome. So Chapters and Dice. Hey, look, I've got 2 little girls that have just gotten into Dungeons and Dragons, or as the cool kids call it, D&D. And so they're asking me, hey, Daddy, we got some books that we want to get about Dungeons and Dragons. So we're going to check this place first and see if they got them. But no, hey, thank you, Matt, for telling us about Chapters and Dice.
Right.
And I know there are lots of places that you frequent along here, so you always tell us, give us the 411 on what's going on and what people do. Another thing, I just lost it. That's the problem with live TV or whatever.
Scrolling.
You're scrolling and get.
Well, while you're looking it up, Matt, we talked about how you're a published poet.
Yeah.
How can they get that publication?
Well, I still have a few copies left, about a dozen or so. However, some are spoken for. I have at least 4 that are spoken for, so it's about 7 or 8 that are left.
Okay.
However, if anyone is interested, there are 5 copies there are, I believe, at least still 5 copies in stock at Chapters and Dice if anyone were to want to buy them there.
How much does a copy cost?
Well, it costs approximately $20 a copy,
Okay.
which is about the cost for a literary magazine anymore.
Yeah.
Give or take. I have personal copies. I would be happy to sign them for anyone who would want them signed.
I got one.
Yes.
Okay.
Feel free to contact me on Facebook at Justin Campbell. There's a picture of me doing this that is taken from the Southern Standards publicizing in a production of one of Shakespeare's Midsummer Night's Dream that I appeared in for Warren Hart several years ago. I just liked the picture and decided to make it my profile pic.
Well, there you go. I love that. Did you find it, Brian?
Well, I did find his Facebook page, and now I'm going to share it so people know the right Justin Campbell, know who they're going for. Yay, there we are. Now, if I can just find where I was at.
Okay.
Yeah, you got me there? There he is. There he is. So what show was this from, man?
Midsummer Night's Dream.
Midsummer Night's Dream.
The last show prior to COVID, I believe.
Yes. Now, did you do any of the shows where they wore the mask on stage?
I appeared as Bottom the Weaver, so I wound up wearing a horse's head mask, or a donkey's head mask, or at least a facsimile of it.
Okay.
Because there's a portion of the show where the character is given the head of a donkey.
I remember you turning into a donkey with the fairies and all the people floating around you and everything. Shout out to Miss Carol Lee Mayberry because she did a lot of work on that with the costuming and different things like that.
Carol Lee Mayberry did our costuming for Warren Arts for many years and always did an exemplary job.
Yes, yes.
I also want to say before I forget, while we got Matt with us too, Napa of McMinnville is one of our other amazing sponsors that we've had this month. And I want to say thanks to Wayne Barks. He got his Napa bucket yesterday, you guys.
Yay!
And we did share that picture on social media. If you want to share it, Brian, it's on the pin post where the contest was. But the other day he got his bucket and he was one of the proud owners. Now remember, we are going to be making this post today. I do apologize. I've been getting beat every day trying to battle with whatever this is going on. That's why I'm like, just let the rain come and wash it all away. But we're going to be making a post of the lemon drop basket that's got everything fresh, ready to go for that summer. And then the way people are entering for a chance to win that is taking a picture. I know people text me like, where's the post? So as long as you took a picture where you're at, you can post your picture and say, hey, I got my newsletter, da-da-da. And tell us what you love about Warren First or why you like, about the newspaper now or things like that. It's that simple. It's that easy. And if you haven't, got it, another easy way to get the prize is just tagging 3 of your friends in it and just telling us what you like about Warren First. If you can't get to a newspaper. But yeah, there is Mr. Wayne getting his bucket yesterday proudly.
Yeah, congratulations, Wayne. Thank you so much for being part of our contest and sharing and spreading love. We're going to have more contests. We got a lot of good things coming up with this launch of the newspaper, The Local Voice, with different people who are going to be coming in and writing stories for us. We're looking to spread the word. And hey, we got our good friend, Miss Rhonda.
Thank you yesterday for being one of the many people that came rushing to get one of those papers. I want y'all to know, when I see that and people coming in, I'm like, oh my God, it just makes my day. I'm like, oh, there's another one. There's another one. Because the newspaper is truly, in Warren First, it is all for you guys. It is not mine. It's not Brian's. It's not Matt's. It is all of us collectively, a community. And that's, again, what I want what Facebook and all our socials to be about, as well as our newspapers.
And we're going to put Matt on the spot because we're going to ask him to write some stuff for us.
I've asked him several times.
He is a writer and everything.
Yeah, which I would be happy to. I'm debating what to write. I know under its previous editorial and ownership administration, the Standard would have a section that was essentially a sermon once a week.
Oh, okay.
Or at least a homily, a message.
Okay. You're welcome to do that.
All right.
Whatever you feel, I already say this, whatever God leads you to do. If it's a book review, what summer books are good to read, you could even talk about your experience at that comic thing.
Well, to tell the truth, I did not make it to a comic shop Saturday. I wound up spending the day with a friend from my hometown church, Miss Linda Roberts of Altamont Baptist Church, which is a great church if anyone is watching in Grundy County and was looking for a church. It's more or less right beside the courthouse there in Altamont.
Oh, yeah.
So I was spending the day with her.
Oh, that's
and did not make it to a comic shop.
Yeah, hey, sometimes it can happen, sometimes it don't.
There are worse reasons to not make it.
Right. But anything else before we take one more break?
Well, I know Brian asked me to talk about Libby, which is a service the library offers here. Library is a free cell phone e-reader app. It can be downloaded from either the iTunes Store or the Google Play Store. It's free. All that's required to set up is a valid library card and the knowledge of what the lending library for it is. For the lending libraries here, it would be TEL or Tennessee Reads, and then you select that, and then there's a drop-down menu, and Magness Library is the last library in the drop-down menu. Then you enter your library card and select them, or select them and enter your library card, I forget which, and you're set. You can check out up to 15 books at one time for a 2-week checkout window.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
And it's a free e-reader app. You can read it on your cell phone or your tablet or anything like that.
So does it read to you?
It can. It has an audiobook feature, but other than that, no. It's words on the screen, same as a text message or a Facebook post.
Well, there you go. I love that. That's awesome. Anything else?
Nothing I can think of at this time. No.
Okay. Brian?
And we'll teach more people about Libby, and so I use it all the time. I use it to do a lot of audiobooks, but Matt was telling me about the magazines that are on there and just different things. And if you got a cell phone or access to a computer, man, you can take this thing anywhere. I was listening last summer to Old Man in the Sea, the famous Ernest Hemingway novel, because I wanted to culture myself.
Yeah.
But no, it was wonderful. So I listened to a lot of stuff. I'm not so much of a reader like my wife and my children or Mr. Matt. I'll start reading something, then I'll get a squirrel moment where I just turn my attention to something else. But I love to listen, and if I can listen, and if I can, I'm an auditory learner. So if I hear it and then I speak it, that's how I get. So that's why I'm talking all the time. Blah, 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 blah. But,
I understand.
No, but there's a lot of us who have, for the longest time, been turned off to reading because we don't think we're good at it or we don't have the time. With these audiobooks, oh man, they're awesome, and it helps us be able to join in the conversation about what's going on with Kurt Vonnegut and the Slaughterhouse Five, and all these pretentious reads. Wonderful authors in their own right. But there is a group of people my age that they like to talk about certain Jack Kerouac. Authors like that. If you haven't read them, you're not in the club.
Gotcha.
So this allows people like me, your neighbor down the road, to be part of the conversation, or at least know what you're talking about.
Right. And talking about being a part of what's going on or what we need to talk about is, again, the upcoming events that are going on this week and some in May. Now, first and foremost, I want everybody to know at 1 o'clock, we will be going live at the Warren County High School auditorium because the flag football girls are doing a sign of intent with their schools today, which is awesome. I will also be going live at 4 p.m. at the highway department area because tonight is or 4 o'clock is their committee meeting. And then at 6 p.m. is the health and welfare. We talked about this on Monday's show. And so we are going to be there at 6 p.m. at the administrative building. Also going live today. Those are 3 big events that are going on today. And then also, I just want to do a shout out to the McKay Wealth Advisory as they had their chamber coffee yesterday. We had to miss it. I was going bing, bing, bing. I felt like a ping pong table. And then, but today, the McMinnville Chamber of Commerce is having a ribbon cutting. Congratulations to, and I'm going to try to say this the best I can, Shrinkity or Shrinky. I don't know. I got to get it clear. Your mind matters. And so they're having a ribbon cutting today on the 8th for that. If you want to know more information going on with the Chamber of Commerce, feel free to call Jackie, Melissa, and Lakeland at 473-6611. And the rest of the events going on tonight, bingo is with Caring Hearts United.
All right.
Also on Friday, the Midway and Debril community-wide yard sale is going to be starting at 7 a.m. on the 9th. The cruise-in for Johnny B's cruise-in will be on the 10th starting. It doesn't say what time. Located at 165 Mason Grissom Road in Rock Island. Don't forget that May the 10th is the official second Saturday. So enjoy all the downtown festivities and more. Also on the 10th, the women's ministry sourdough class is going to be having. It costs $5 each. It includes the sourdough starter to take home after the class. And that's going to be located at 403 North Spring Street. Got to talk about my boy, Edwin McCain. He is going to be at the Park Theater on May 15th. Exactly. And then also, too, a shout out from the 17th through the 18th is Warren Arts' rendition of The Lion King Jr. Yes. And then they also, of course, I got to shout out to the Mamma Mia. McMinnville Children's Museum is presenting a Showers to Flowers event on May 18th at 2 p.m. We also have, because people were messaging me today.
Kelly, while you're getting that, tomorrow at the 3-Star Mall, the FCEs are going to be having a bake sale for scholarship money. And I don't know. I wish somebody had a graphic for it. Can't seem to find a graphic. But hey, get your baked goods. You got Mother's Day coming up, and don't forget it's Mother's Day weekend. We posted something nice, and we want people to tag their mom or write something sweet about their mom. You can go to our Facebook page and see that. But yeah, and hey, real quick, it's National Student Nurse Day since it's Nurse Week, Teacher Week. That's a great combination right there.
Oh my gosh, yes.
It's also National Coconut Cream Pie Day, and it's National Have a Coke Day. So,
I have a Coke once a day.
There you
every
go.
day. The Baker's Benefit Bake Sale. It's all proceeds are going to go to the medical expenses and basic necessities for Joe and Kelly Baker. It's going to be on Friday, May the 9th from 10 to 2 p.m. located in the cafeteria at the hospital. There's a QR code and everything. You're going to be able to see that here shortly on our pages. And then lastly, to end with things that I know that's going on, Pete Giesling, which is our TWRA Pete man, gotta love him. He said, can you please put this out there and please put the word out for me. They have to be 12 years old. This is the Boaters Education class that they do each year. And it's going to be on May the 16th from 4:30 to 7:30 p.m. The type is a 600 exam permit required. It's going to be at Northside Baptist Church. For more information, call 615-339-4704 and or you can email gooutdoorstennessee.com or go to the website, I should say. Go to the website. But if you don't know where Northside Baptist Church is, it's located at 1574 Yeager Road in McMinnville. And again, this is the Boaters Educational class. You must be 12 years old or older, is how I took that. Yeah. They need to be 12 years old to take the test. Because this is a great time before school is completely let out. You know, if you're going to take your kid on the lake or the river that's 12 years or older, you need to let them know about their boater safety. And they need to take this exam to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and we've got national, national. We've got Tennessee Free Fishing Day come June the 7th.
Yep.
So if they're going to be out on the boat, people need to know about that. We've also got this great event coming up. 200 years.
My gosh!
The historic Dr. Thomas Black House. They're going to be having a celebration there this Saturday from 10 to 2 p.m. Hamburgers, pork burgers, and ribeye steak sandwiches.
Ribeye steak sandwich sounds delicious.
That sounds great. And guys, I'm getting hungry. And I'm going to have to bolt here in just a second because we get the opportunity at the Warren County Middle School. The parents have pulled together. We're bringing food over. We get to feed the teachers here in just a few minutes. So I'll be jumping off here in just a moment.
Well, we're about to call it a day, though. That's why we're at the end of everything.
All right. Got so much going on.
And we do. So with that, make sure you stay connected with us on all of our 9 social media streams, whether that's watching us live or listening to Spotify, Apple, Amazon, or Audible. And then I want to say thanks to Matt for coming in.
Yes.
Thanks to Miss Marissa for coming in.
Yes.
We may try to make this like a once a month or every 2 week stop, I think. It should be fun.
Well, it was very comfortable, and I'm telling you, this backdrop is awesome.
Oh, yeah.
And just see the people coming in and everything. And the libraries have changed. They're always got something going on. But they are like, if you had to point at the heart of the McMinnville, bam, here we are.
Exactly.
Right here, downtown. We might have to get in front of the window someday.
Next time.
We'll figure it out. But even upstairs is really cool, too. And we didn't even talk about the genealogical stuff.
Downstairs is cool. Upstairs is cool. Maybe we'll just go in everywhere. And don't forget that if you want a free digital copy of our newspaper this week, text the keyword local voice to 931-305-0869. And please don't forget to add your email as well, because that is a free local voice newsletter subscription. It doesn't cost you a thing to be a subscriber digitally with us. And we send that out once a week. Mm-hmm. And then as I leave here, I'm going to be dropping off more newspapers everywhere else and then some. But other than that, guys, take care. God bless. Enjoy the rest of your day. And remember, Warren County,
keep it firm.